Yeah. So we have a little bit of milk every day. So we get some cheese at least. And cheese is so popular. People love cheese, and it's so rich in calories. It's insane. I think it's like 3,700. I need to go check my notes because I'm pretty sure it's quite high. I think the highest we have are honeycombs. Yeah, honeycombs are 4,500 calories, and cheese is 4,250 calories. This is per unit. 1 unit is 1 kilo. Remember, they don't eat a kilo of cheese. They will not eat a kilo of cheese. If you consider that the calorie need is 2,200 per day, that means 1,100 per meal. So they will eat like a fourth of a cheese or something like that. Yeah. So cheese is actually the way to go. You should not, in any case, have so few dairy stations that there's a lot of milk left over overnight. They sour really fast, but I have managed to make the devs. I managed to make it. Sounds like I forced them to do things. I have suggested to the devs that milk rots too fast on the dairy station, and they reduce the decay while they're on the dairy station so that they are not decaying like overnight gone, because milk sours really fast. So yeah, always make sure that you have enough dairy stations to cover all the milk that you get, because this is something you can most really rely on, along with your cultivated other foods such as meat from your livestock and of course the plant yield from your cultivated farms. Then you can basically forget about having to send people out to get wild produce. You can only have a small trickle of things that they like to keep tribe 100% happy in all areas, such as honeycombs, raw meat. You know, they love these things. They love berries, they like mushrooms. But yeah, and for animal feed, use flax grains as number one, the best livestock feed you can possibly get in game at the moment. We have another livestock feed which is just as good as flax in testing. That will come to you, but you won't get a lot of it in the northern part of region 1. So livestock in region 1 will still have to be relied on with flax grains, which is excellent. You have an okay growth of flax in the more northern parts of Europe in region 1. Okay, so what else was I going to say? Yeah. So you can see this is fine, and now they are done. So I'm going to put down this one before I have too many complaints. 1%, okay, that's going to be a person with bad grades. So the bad grades that do these are normally fitness and will. Red on both is bad. That will always bring unrest to your tribe, always moan. And I tried to make nice rounded fences. Yeah, I don't want to talk about it. I'm going to move swiftly on. Okay, so this is the animal area. Yeah, good. And this one has, as you can see, it has a very big, and this accounts for how much milk you're going to get from this goat. So she's very big, so you will get at least 2 units from her, but she will also eat more. Yeah. Well, the other one, I think that one got old and got slaughtered. Yeah, it got old and slaughtered. And this one is getting old too, but the reason it's still alive is because it is in tribe control, and tribe will never touch your livestock unless they die from old age. Then they will strip them just like they will strip any other self-dead animal or whatever hunters are leaving task for them to do. So that is a thing you can do if you're building up your livestock masses, if you want a bigger flock, which we always do. We always want a flock to be maximized to what we can feed it, because then we need to rely less on chucking people out to get wild food. So we want to rely as much as we can on our livestock and our cultivated farms. Yeah, so just don't forget to add your dairy farms. If you have a cow, you should add 2 dairy farms. A cow will easily give you 10 milk, and a dairy farm can only take 6 at a time, and it takes roughly a day or so to do the milk, a little bit less than a day. If you only have 1, that means that 4 units will sour away overnight. So don't do that. It's better to have a bit too many than a bit too few. And if you see that your people are not really doing a lot of work to get it done, you can either increase your communal task, if it is a communal task. If the dairy stations are in communal responsibility. If they are in a group responsibility, you put down lower so that less people are doing communal tasks, because when less people are doing communal tasks, more people will be doing group tasks. Yeah, is that an okay way to understand it? Hope so. Yeah, I think the policies, some of them are easily understood. Labor rates should be, in my opinion, easily understood, but then again, I'm biased. I've been here since it was developed, so I'm probably not the right one to explain what is easy and what is not. However, when the thing that the devs have done, which will help you, is that you can see on the maxed out, you see very young people and you see very old people along with the adults. When if you go down here, you see there are no kids. Can you see there are no kids? There are elders and adults. And if you go here, you can see there are only adults. This is how you know. Down here you have only adults working, and here you have only elders and adults, and here you have everyone, including the children. But they will not start working until they're after 4 years old, and also depending on their fitness. So there's a lot to know about each and every aspect of the game. Each mechanic has a lot of, not necessarily bad hidden events, but hidden events that could end up bad for you if you do not see it in time. For instance, people think that rationing is an okay thing to do, but what we need to understand is that you're removing needed calories from growing children. They will take longer to become adults, and their fitness will suffer. So instead of them starting to work when they're around 6 years old, you might have to wait till they're 12. So keep that in mind if you want to ration your kids, because kids are the ones who are paying for it the most. Adults who has normal attributes and stuff, they can manage for months with lower food. They would just lose a bit of weight, just like we do in real life. Kids, however, not good. Not good. So how old is this one? He's 7. So this is a thing here which mitigates this one. So this is feeble. This is the second worst grade of fitness. So she's minus 26. She has minus 26. He has minus 26 fitness. And this does not bode well for his reproductive abilities. He will be lowered. However, he has a biological increase in size, which is plus 10. So this one is only effective with minus 16 and not minus 26. So that improves his chances to live longer, and it improves his chances to father offspring on a more regular basis. So this is helping him out. Yeah. So you can see he's only lacking 16 in fitness. Yeah. So that's how you can see who will do well and who will not. For those who have attributive negative grades, you could, if you want to, if you have enough other males to cover the flock, you could slaughter them at young age, or when they grow old, or when they grow adults, then they can be slaughtered, because then you get max meat that you can from them. When they're smaller, you of course get less. But those who have smaller fitness will also grant less meat, while those who have increased fitness will grant more meat, and they will also live longer. So you pay for it by feeding it for another year or so. Yeah. So of course it's difficult to calculate how much meat each adult or each slaughtered adult animal gives, because it depends also on their sizes, because not everyone has biological increase. Some have biological decrease, some have fitness increase, some have fitness decrease, and these things matter. So saying that it's a steady kilo on any of them will not be correct to try to calculate how much meat you're going to get from your flock. So just give up on that. Just see how much they give each time they're slaughtered. You will see cows normally give quite a bit. I think it's like 80. Is it 80? Maybe it's reduced. I actually can't recall. I haven't checked it in a long time. But we only have very little Mesolithic left. We don't want to lose everything, because I am going to do this. I'm going to give them something that I love. I love the wooden posts. I'm going to give them, can I give them a few here? Around it like this. Is this okay? Is it too close to thingy? There you go, like that. So this means, so these are basically, the wooden posts are basically improvements on praying. And they do that by decreasing the speed they need to reach max level of happiness from praying. Yeah? That's the purpose. That's the purpose of these. Yeah. Here's how we're doing with these. Okay, so those are done. And the stones are done. Okay, so now let me see. This is mud. How much mud do I have? On 512, that means I can do another one. And this one should be a stone. Yeah, how much stone do I have? I have 400. That means we can do this one as well. And they are, of course, in the in the correct architecture group. Everything with architecture is sharing this. When we get more livestock, I am going to put the dairy station into groups, but I'm not going to put them all into groups. I'm going to do it a mixed task, simply because you only have 8 builder groups you can utilize, and I need at least 2, preferably 3 for architecture, because we want to have a big tribe and we cannot afford to lose housing. The thing with a lot of the tribes is that when you play them for decades and they are used to really good housing, when you move, like when you migrate, if you have to migrate and you build new ones, you can't build the big ones and the new ones all in one go. It will take you years to build them up. You can see that your people have much less patience with the shitty housing in comparison to what they did when you started the game. So they have gotten used to their luxury, which is fairly normal. It's fairly much the same as it is today as well. I would not want to live in a tent after living in a proper house. You know what I mean? It's actually the same with these guys. They will not be happy with having to go back to pelt huts for a while. Even if it's just for a few months, they will not be happy. They will let you know, no, I expect better. I demand better. Oh dear. Okay, so now we are on the beats as well. And yeah, how many did I give these? Oh yeah, I give them more because we also have this one. Yeah, so they will quickly finish the little one and then quickly also finish this one. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to replace these 2 with 1 kale farm in the end. For now, we also have the flax is enough. The wheat seems to be enough, and then we will get a larger amount of beets and peas here. Yeah. So then we are good on our way. How many people do you have? 82 people. So when we are 100, I'm going to replace these 2 with kale. Then we need to go steal kale somewhere or get it from locality. Let's have a look. So while we still have the same limits on everything, but you can see we have so many free people because our balance is quite good. We're not overdoing anything, and this is the secret to keep a good balance, to always manage to fluctuate your population within this balance without anything suffering. So let me see, sticks 145. You can see they are roughly where they should be, but I will give them 1 more. And then we have free workers. Yeah, that's that one, that's free. Then we have straw. This could go up a little bit now because we are getting more and more straw-based buildings that need straw for repairs. So then that can go up a bit. Let's go a bit further. I'm also going to give you 2 more people. And then we have the craft the mutts, which is, you should get 6, and you really should try to avoid increasing these, simply because we're not supposed to migrate. We started in the same locality and we're going to finish in the same locality. But what I am going to do is to increase tools, simply because we have too many people now to not have enough tool for everyone. So I'm going to give them these as well and increase the support group that is actually doing them. And you guys are going to get 2 more, and all these extra people I'm adding here are coming from the free workers group, and you guys are going to have 150 going, because you should always have quite a bit more wooden spears than you think you need, especially when you have farms. These guys can easily go up to 40, and I'll give you 1 more, and then you have fine sticks. That's 1,000, and you're 3, that's fine. You don't seem to need more. You are now at 298. So I'll leave you as is. And support. This is a support group. I'm going to give you 80, and you're also going to get 80 of these. And I'm going to give you 2 more people. And those people, yeah, leave because you got annoyed. That was just not quite my expect, but it's because it's we are doing the farm, so everyone leaves all the groups to do farms. So we already know that what happened. So, but they will back. They'll be back to build, yeah, because we don't have everything. Da 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 or da da da. They are shared, so they will go do a bit of this and a bit of that. But this is for now. This is quite lenient on the workforce. You can see we have plenty free people, but the thing is, as soon as your tribe grows and you need more farms, you will have less free people, even though you have more people. It doesn't quite make sense, but that is because farm work is so demanding. If you have a maxed out 900 cell farm, you need to 8 to 9 months per year have people available to grow stuff on the farm, because you need to remember that any growth coming on the farm during between clearing and harvest, they need to be cleared, because the only thing they will not do is the normal weed, because that will be done in the clearing season. But prior to that, they need to chop down any trees and any other growths that comes to the farm, and you don't know how much that will be, because that is up to the game, to the system. Sometimes you get the entire farm filled with crap that you need to get rid of, and it's not uncommon at all to have to regularly chop down trees that grows up in the farm. Especially if you play on fast game speed mode, you will notice that you have a lot of growth because you only have 1 sleep per month in comparison to slow, which is 3 sleeps per month. So you will notice that you will need a much more regular clearing than you will on slow or even normal. That is a side effect of playing fast mode speed. You need to do everything very efficiently, or you are out of time, basically out of time. So now when these are up, I love these, by the way, absolutely love them. I wish you could have them in the Neo timeline as well, but we can't. They belong to me, so I'll have one in I'll make one in my real life garden. I will. I promise you I will. I will make a picture and show you guys. I will show a screenshot. I have already decided I'm going to make one of these benches and put in my garden. I'm going to show a screenshot of that as well. I might make a stone pit hut as well for cats, for my cats. A smaller version, of course, not a huge one. Yeah, and show you guys. Oh gosh, don't wait for it. Don't hold your breath. Don't quit your day job. It could take some time. Right, so I have 3 now with wheat, because we get around, is it 400 we get or so? Yeah, around 400. Oh, we have more babies. Oh, she got triplets. Oh my god, look, she got triplets. So this is something you can have with pigs and goats. You can get triplets. Unfortunately, 2 of them are male, so now we have an overweight of males. But I cannot kill the old one, because he's the only one that is actually reproductive. But he's going to die in next year when he's 11. He's going to die from old age. So then it's a good thing that these guys got kids, but we will have to wait until they are mature before we can have them reproduce. Goats take 2 years to become reproductive, and cattle needs 4 years. They will become reproductive in their 4th year. Pigs is also 2 years. So now you know that. And pigs will be slaughtered when they are 9. Goats will be slaughtered when they are 9. And cattle will be slaughtered when they are 15. Males or cattle that is not in a group will live till they're around 17. So they will live a few more years extra than those in herder groups, because as soon as the animal is old, it is considered non-productive, because the females will no longer have offspring and they will no longer give milk. Then herders deem them non-productive and just a drain on the tribe, hence they will be slaughtered. But if you have your bulls out in tribe responsibility, tribe will not touch it until it's died from old age. Yeah, so just keep that in mind. If you want to build a flock, and you have only 1 male, do not put him into the herder group, because the herders will kill him when he's 15. That means you've lost 2 years of possible pregnancies in all your cows. But if you have a lot of males, just chuck them all in herder groups, and they will be taken care of and then slaughtered for meat, bones and leather when they are 15. So you can do the studding, I call it. You can do studding as well. This one is not a particularly good stud. This is more a normal stud and a little bit less, to be honest. He will have a lower probability because his attributable grade is stronger than his biological grade. So they're not. It's not neutral. It's not neutralized. Otherwise, this very big one would have to be 26, which it is not. Then it would be a normal bull. It is still minus 16. So he will be less likely to father offspring. He will have a small increase in probability if he mates up with a fitness increased female. So that is also counting, also as I say. Yeah. Okay, so now we have 83. So I'm also going to show you guys trading and stuff like that, and we're going to do more of the organic building. I wanted to show you a little bit how you can have fun with also the didn't I build something here? What happened to the what the heck, didn't I put up a stone mud house there? Is that is? There it is. Oh, that is good. Yeah, that is. I'm blind. Because I was looking over here and couldn't understand where they were. So I'm going to build something into these houses. And we're going to see how that looks. Oh, what was I going to do here? Oh, yeah, it's the kale. So I've readied the place I'm going to raid for kales. But they could change their commodity by the time we're doing it, because we're going to do it next year. So it needs to keep an eye on. So don't just send them out before you check that they haven't changed their commodity, because they do. There are some players who are so happy for how they trade. They can trade really well with some tribes. Oh, we can do this forever. No, you can't do it forever, because roughly every year or even every 6 months, they will change their commodity. They will change what they sell. They will change what they ask. So no, if you play a little bit longer and pay attention, you will see that they change their commodity. I mean, I've said it a gazillion times, both on the forums, in my videos, on Discord, everywhere. They change the commodity. You can't have it forever. I promise. I'm not kidding. I promise. This is how it works. So yeah, keep an eye on. Don't be fooled. Don't listen to those that say they can trade forever the same tribe with the same things. No, they cannot. It doesn't work like that. So keep an eye on things yourself. Trust yourself. So it took a while before we got any beats. Last time I played hardcore, I had to actually go raid them, because I think I waited 10 years and then I gave up in the end, and then I raided. So even though you are in a locality where you could get all crop types, you have zero guarantee that you will get all. You will always get some. It's coded to always give some, but it's also coded to not always give everything. So keep that in mind. But don't wait 10 years. Just go raid or trade. Do whatever you need to do to get what you want. Oh, this fence is bothering me. It's bothering me so much. It's going to take a long ass time to dismantle it. But I hate that they did it. Oh, I hate that we cannot have the fences round and nice like we used to. I hate it. Ah. But it is more secure. We never have anything going through the fences anymore like we used to. Remember, we used to have constant issues with the fencing because of how they were. So now we don't have that. So out of two evils, we have to choose the better one, don't we? But I have seen some players spending flipping hours getting just half circle correct. So if they can do it, then I can do it. Let me see your... Okay. Yeah, you look good. So she has an increase both in biological size, she's pretty big, but she also has an attributable increase, which is robust. Yeah, so she's a good choice, even though she's stubborn. This is her will. She's indecisive, which can mean that she will moan a lot. She can moan a lot. And he has... Oh, it's almost the same level as we have in agriculture, in architecture, and that is good. And he has an increase in leatherworking, I think. I don't think we have 46. What do we have? We have 44. So if we take this guy, we will have an increase in leatherworking. So now tribes should also be 46. And it is. Yeah, this is good. This is really good. So you can, when you start to get to the population where you are comfortable with having your tribe on, you could start to nitpick on the various migrants and what they bring. So be careful with those that bring absolutely nothing plus a bad attitude. Be very, very, very wary of those that has bad grades in will or fitness. Be very wary of those. The worst one in fitness is frail. Avoid if you can. If you can. Oh gosh, look how much we're wasting. Okay, I'm gonna put limits on everything. You don't need 100. I'm going to put you on 40. You're going to stay where you are. You're going to be on 40. Yeah. So it's the main group that has been spamming. Okay. Yeah. But those are going to stay. Yeah, I think this is fine. We don't need more than 4 axes. We're going to be very careful with bleeding dry the environment of fine raw stones, because you have a certain set that you get when you land, which is always quite high, at least in beginners, and then you will have only a trickle afterwards to maintain what you've already got. Because fine raw stones is really rare. They're very scarce. So be careful, be really vigilant, and trade it if you can. Raid it if you need. Yeah, so use your regional tribes a lot. Don't be afraid to use regional tribes, yeah? Okay, I'm going to let them be in peace a bit, because we have everything we need. We have less and less people sleeping in the overflow, which means that the increase will be higher and higher in happiness. And now we've taken down the work hours again, so people will increase in happiness as they get more rested. So that will sort itself as well. So even on beginners, you need to be careful without having the work hours too high for too long, because it takes such a long time for them to calm down again. It's like they need a proper holiday afterwards, but we can't do that. We can lower the work hours, but we cannot give them nothing to do, because then tribe will be demolished. It will be annihilated. Yeah. We'll let them be in peace for a bit. So we see, I would like to change these two. What are they? These two to kale next year, and we're going to do that. We're going to do that, and in the meantime, I'm going to leave it alone. Yeah, that one is almost done. The more they are rested, the higher the happiness will be. Why you? And then it goes down. Yeah, then it goes down. Yeah, good one, Lily. I know it will go up. It will go up and up and up. Don't worry about it. So, nobody's going to believe a word I say in the end. Oh dear me. No, I'm telling the truth. I swear I'm telling the truth. They will go up. It will. So you are done. You are done. You are almost done. I can see, do you have any left? No, I don't have any. No beets left. Yeah, there's one. But you guys, did you guys need it here? Are you not done here? Oh, you're almost done. Almost done here. Okay. Yeah. There's only half a seed left. But you can plant on 0.5. So if it's more than 0.5, or if it's 0.5 or more, then you can still plant. I don't think we're going to manage to cover the entirety of this field, even though there's very little left. There's not much left. Oh no, that's the wrong one. This one, it's not much left. Only a few left. We could be lucky and get it all covered. So next year we have new task. We're going to rearrange these to kale, and then we're going to send off the raiders. Oh wait a minute, it's something we can trade for instead, so they don't get so pissed at us. Should I give them a few grains in? Swap it for... oh, they've changed. God damn. See? They no longer do kale. They now do 5 faces. Right, then I need to go look for another one. So you also get warning when they have scarce resources. Let me see. Okay, doesn't look good. Not looking good, girls. No. Okay. That was a bit bob. That means I need to send people out to get them from the wild. Let's see what we can do here. You guys can go get kale. I don't know if there is any. We'll find out when work hours start. Then we will also obviously need one of these. You don't want to take this one to be for kale. I said, do we have kale? Probably not. Hey, we do! Dang! Go get kale! So the kale will have their planting time or clearing time already in July. So in July they start their work, and it's roughly that same time that wheat will be calling for harvesting. So the collision is there, but it doesn't have to be bad. If you don't exaggerate your kale farms in comparison to your wheat farms, you shouldn't suffer too much. But there is a clash there. Yeah, that goes without saying. There is a clash. Yeah. So now we're going to wait till next year, and then we're going to make some changes. For now, I'm not going to build more housing. I'm just going to check to see how many are using the overflows. As soon as the speed goes to 100%, it means that everyone in tribe is sleeping. So when you suddenly see that a stark increase in speed, that means that now everyone is asleep. 2, 4, 6, 8. You can see these only have 3 in them, which they can have here. There's space for 4 extra people here. So these need not be used at all. But if they're too busy, if too many people are trying to sleep in it at the same time, they will move on to the next. So this is the only reason that there's people in these. Otherwise they would be here. But here, they are willing to wait longer. The better housing will have higher wait time for queues. They will accept waiting for longer. The shittier the house is, the less they will wait. This is a good thing. This is a good thing because it means that all the good places to sleep will always be taken. So rely on that. Right. Now we know we need a few more to have nobody sleeping in those. All going to be done next year. Right now I'm going to leave them alone. We have good balance. We got milk. Oh my goodness, have we got more kids? What the hell? Where? Oh, she got triplets again. The mother got triplets again. See, this is what the increased probability of pregnancy has done, because the brood size has always been big enough for all the smaller animals. It is the probability to get pregnant that has always been an issue. So the brood size is... oh my god. Because we have 3 males and 3 females. So the reason she's so easily becoming pregnant is because she has a biological increase. So her fitness is better. She can more easily have kids. This is exceptional, isn't it? It's really cool. This one is normal. He's old, but you can see if we had put him in the herder group, he would have been slaughtered by now. There would be no 3 extras because the others are too young to... Oh, this one is getting old enough. Oh yeah, this was her first kid, yeah. So he's old enough, but he has a lower chance of getting offspring because of his bad physique. But this guy has 7 kids, and he's normal. So this one is the older one, and then there should be 2 younger. I think I'm going to wait. I think I'm going to slaughter this one as soon as these are 2 years old, because this one will have lowered the probability. So I'm going to give two studs to the tribe instead. I'm going to leave them in the herder group because there's going to be more males from those 2, meaning I don't need to worry about them being killed before they're 11 years old, dying from old age. Because that's the only reason I have the studs in tribe responsibility, to make sure that they are producing offspring before they die for the extra 2 years. Because when he was 9, he should have been slaughtered, but we didn't. So we got now 7 instead of just 5, 4. 4, yeah, because he was not over 10 when he got the 3 first, was he? Was he over 10? Was he over 9? He probably was. That means we would only have 1. Yeah, so be smart about it. If you have only 1 stud, keep him free from herders. Don't let them get their claws on him, because they will kill him when he's 9. For goats, that is, and pigs. Goats and pigs. I'm going to also show you how to keep pig farming profitable with regards to what you're feeding them and when and how you're slaughtering them, and also your herder group amounts, because these things I do see players are still getting wrong. They're getting it wrong with regards to the efficiency of what the herders are doing and the waste that follows with wrong efficiency, with poor efficiency, because the waste is unacceptable, because pigs are in nature so uneconomical in game, because the brood size is too small to make up for all the food they eat, and they can live till they are 12. So we do not want to feed those that give nothing to the tribe. That means we will have a more regular slaughter of pigs than we will have of any of the other livestock types. And we need to consider that pigs should only be fed what tribe does not want. Tribe does not want straw to eat. They don't want roots and they don't want flax. If you have to feed them other things, granted, in beginners you can be so lucky that you have too much of an overflow of everything, so you can feed them whatever you want, but on hardcore you cannot, because you will have to use also livestock feed that I call flax. Flax grains is livestock feed. You will also have to use that to feed your humans. So as soon as you start to need too much human food to keep up with pigs, you need to slaughter them, because then you are choosing to starve your people above slaughtering a pig. So pig domestication or pig keeping in hardcore, especially up in the more northern parts, is very difficult to keep economical. Pig farming is not an easy thing to make go around in an economically viable way, unless you have a lot of straw you don't need, you have roots you can give them, and also flax grains. Because when you have that, it means you have everything else you need for the humans. And when you have that, then the swapping ratio is fantastic. Because then you get loved food from everything that humans either don't eat or don't like. So that's a win-win when you have it like that. So yeah. So we already have a good stock of goats, and we are just past 4 kbc. And I think this is because we are actually right slap next to, where are we? Oh, we're here. Here are we? We are here. Where we need to be with regards to being close enough to the Near East to get a lot of stuff much sooner than these guys, and more, and also in the middle enough to not have it too hot or too cold. We are in the temperate zone. So this is the lenient zone that all new players should start with, to not be hammered too much by environment, because if you go too south, it will be too hot for so many things, and people also work longer. Yeah, this is also something a game has been there for quite a few months now. The further north you are, the shorter your work day will be. They will work shorter times. This means you will have to use more workforce to get done. Same thing as the south is, because the south is working much longer than you, and they get more done due to that without even doing anything with the work hours. So colder areas have shorter work hours, warmer areas have longer work hours. This can also be seen in that sometimes you will see that those with bad grades get more angry quicker in the south. They are more hot-headed in the south, and guess what? It fits with the demography of how we know things. You know, the hothead Spaniels or the hothead Italians and the lazy Italians. You know, heat makes you lazy. I mean, they probably still have fiesta. Is it siesta or fiesta? Siesta in Spain. I don't know. I'm just not. So yeah. The lazy and hot-headed South. Oh dear me, I'm so gonna get to this, aren't I? I'm gonna have my ass handed to me for saying this. But I said it. Yeah, but that's true. This is what it is in game. Yeah. So now you know that as well. I need one of these down. I'm gonna put one here, I think, to make sure they don't have to walk to the other side of the camp to get maintenance material, repair material for the housing. And I really would like a few of the reeds to, can I take this bit? No. I'll put a few reeds here and a few reed here. Oh, this can take some reed. And this too, so they don't have to walk so far to get reed. I'm going to have those mats so they put gathered reed there first and then put it in the other bigger ones, yeah? Okay. Now we wait for next year.